Welcome back to the final part of our deep dive into business continuity. We've covered a lot of ground from the foundations of planning to the potential of AI, but now let's kind of shift gears a little bit and talk about how you, as a listener, can actually apply these concepts to your own organization.
That's a great transition. It's one thing to understand the theory,
Wow.
but putting it into practice is where the real work and the real value lies.
Exactly. So let's imagine our listener is tasked with building a business continuity program for their company.
Okay.
Where did they even begin?
The first step is to really understand the business itself.
Okay.
What are the mission-critical processes that absolutely cannot afford to stop, even in a disaster? What are the potential threats, both internal and external, that could disrupt those processes? And, what would the impact of those disruptions be, not just financially,
Yeah.
but operationally?
This sounds a lot like that business impact analysis, or BIA, we talked about earlier.
It is. The BIA is the foundation of any solid business continuity plan. Think of it like a risk assessment, tailored specifically to the continuity of your operations.
So once you've identified those critical processes and potential threats, then what comes next?
That's where you start developing your recovery strategy.
Huh.
How will you keep those essential operations running if a disruption occurs? Do you need to invest in redundant systems, maybe even a backup data center? Would establishing alternate work sites be a viable option? And of course, you need to develop those detailed recovery procedures we talked about, like the disaster recovery plan and those all-important disaster recovery scripts.
Okay, so we've got our plans in place, our scripts are written, and our team is trained.
Right.
What else is there?
Testing.
No, right.
You absolutely have to test your plans and procedures regularly. It's the only way to know for sure that they'll work when you need them most.
It's like a fire drill for your entire organization, making sure everyone knows what to do and where to go.
And it goes beyond just the technical aspects. Testing helps you refine your communication and coordination processes, ensuring that everyone is on the same page and working together effectively.
You also get to validate your assumptions and make sure you can actually meet your recovery time objectives.
Exactly. Can you restore your data to the required recovery point? Can you get your systems back online quickly enough to minimize the impact on the business? Testing helps answer those crucial questions.
We've talked a lot about documentation throughout this deep dive. What are some key things to keep in mind?
Documentation is essential for so many reasons.
Yeah.
It ensures consistency, accountability, and traceability. It facilitates knowledge transfer and process improvement, and it's often a requirement for regulatory compliance.
So don't skimp on the documentation.
Definitely not. Make sure you document your BIA, your business continuity plan, your disaster recovery plan, those disaster recovery scripts, your incident reports, change control requests, basically everything.
And remember, your business is constantly evolving, so your business continuity program needs to evolve with it.
That means regularly reviewing and updating your documentation at least annually and more often if there are major changes to your business, your IT infrastructure, or the overall risk landscape.
This all makes sense, but I can imagine it feeling a bit overwhelming, especially for smaller businesses that might not have dedicated resources for business continuity.
I understand that concern.
Right.
The good news is that you don't have to do everything at once.
Okay.
Start with the basics, the BIA, the BCP, and the DRP. Focus on your most critical processes and systems, and you can build from there as you gain more experience and resources.
So start small, prioritize, and iterate.
Exactly. Remember, business continuity is a journey, not a destination. It's about continually evaluating your risks, refining your plans, and adapting to new challenges.
Okay, let's talk about something that has the potential to really transform this journey. Artificial intelligence.
Yes.
We touched on it briefly in the previous parts, but I'm eager to hear your thoughts on how AI can reshape business continuity.
It's an exciting area. AI offers a whole new toolkit for building resilience, from predicting and preventing disruptions to automating recovery processes.
It's like having a digital co-pilot to help you navigate the increasingly complex world of business disruptions.
One of the most promising applications of AI is in predictive analytics. AI algorithms can sift through mountains of data to identify patterns and anomalies that might signal an impending problem.
So instead of reacting after a disruption, we can use AI to be more proactive and potentially head off problems before they occur.
Exactly. Think about an AI system that monitors your IT infrastructure in real time, looking for unusual network activity that could indicate a cyber attack, or flagging patterns of hardware failure that suggest a server is about to go down.
Wow, that's powerful. It could be a game changer for preventing downtime and minimizing the impact on the business.
And AI can also automate recovery processes like spinning up backup servers in the cloud when a physical server fails, or dynamically rerouting network traffic to avoid congestion or compromised areas.
The possibilities are pretty incredible, but as with any new technology, there are also potential challenges, right?
Of course, one of the biggest challenges is data quality. AI algorithms are only as good as the data they're trained on. If your data is inaccurate, incomplete, or biased, the AI system's predictions and decisions will be flawed.
So garbage in, garbage out, you still need a solid data management strategy as the foundation for any AI-powered solution.
Absolutely. And you need to be aware of the potential for unintended consequences. AI systems can make mistakes, and those mistakes can have real-world impact.
So human oversight and safeguards are still essential, right? We can't just blindly trust the machines.
Exactly. AI should be seen as a tool to augment human capabilities, not replace human judgment and expertise.
So what advice would you give to businesses that are considering incorporating AI into their business continuity program?
Start by identifying specific use cases where AI can add real value. Don't try to boil the ocean. Focus on areas where AI can make a tangible difference, like risk prediction automation or resource optimization, and make sure you have the right expertise on your team to manage and oversee these AI systems.
It's also important to choose AI solutions that are transparent and explainable so you can understand how they're making decisions and have confidence in their recommendations.
That's a great point. You want to avoid the black box problem where you don't know how the AI is arriving at its conclusions.
Well, it seems we've reached the end of our deep dive into business continuity. We've covered a lot of ground, from the fundamental principles to the future potential of AI.
It's been a fascinating exploration, and I hope we've given our listeners a solid understanding of what it takes to build a more resilient business.
Absolutely. Remember, business continuity is not a one-time project. It's an ongoing process of evaluating risks, refining plans, and adapting to new challenges. And it's about having the right people, processes, and technologies in place to weather any storm.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Thank you for joining us on the deep dive. Until next time, stay curious and keep learning.